Apple just had their new event showing their new stuff. They revealed things like iPhone 16, Apple Watch Series 10, Apple Watch Ultra 2, AirPods 4, and much more. Oh, and also they reveal lots of Apple Intelligence, which is basically their AI. In today's video, we're gonna be talking briefly about what Apple is offering this year. So enough talk, let's go to the video. So, as everybody is aware of, we were waiting a lot for iPhone 16 this year, especially because of the Pixel 9 presentation recently. Also, the leaks, they were pointing out that we were gonna get a lot of Apple Intelligence, which is their AI, and they were not wrong with this one. But does that mean that it's bad at all? Well, it's actually not that bad. It's actually not bad at all. Also, the leaks were a little bit on point, especially because Apple announced a partnership with ChatGPT. But let's go ahead and talk about iPhone 16. As always, they're offering iPhone 16, but in different versions. So we have the standard iPhone 16, then iPhone 16 Plus, iPhone 16 Pro, and then the Pro Max. So the prices will start at $799 for iPhone 16, $899 for iPhone 16 Plus, $999 for the Pro, $1199 for the Pro Max. So new prices, but also new features. iPhone 16 Pro Max will be the largest iPhone ever, which is going to have a display of 6.9 inches. For the Pro, it's going to be 6.3 inches. For the iPhone 16, is gonna be at 6.1 and then 6.7 for the Plus. The colors for iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max are going to be black, white, natural, which is like gray, and desert, which is some sort of brownish, golden. For iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus, colors are a bit different, having black, white, pink, teal, and ultramarine. It is a bit disappointing that the Pro versions don't have these colors and vice versa. So what's new with the iPhone? So we have now the A18 chip, which is going to be 30% faster than the previous one. And we also have the new A18 Pro chip, which is going to be also a little bit faster than the A18. But when I was doing some research about this one, I found out that the only difference between these two is that the A18 Pro only has one GPU extra compared to the A18. So it's not a big difference, but still a difference. Now for the battery, they did a big boost on the battery, especially because the Apple Intelligence will take a bunch of battery on this one. So let's keep talking about hardware. So now we have two new buttons. So we're gonna have one new button on the left side, pretty much above volume up button is, and this new button is going to be a customizable button, and you will be able to add any action to this new button. Things like recording, translating something, searching, maybe opening your favorite application. That's something that I think it will do. Or maybe a shortcut. I'm not sure if an extra button is something that I want for a new phone because it already has a bunch of those. The other button that they added is the camera control button, which is going to be on the right side below. Another button to access the camera, yes. Also, you will be able to take photos using this button, so you will not only access the camera with this one, but also after you have the camera open, if you use it again, then it's to take photos. Also, if you hold it, then it will be used to record, like what I'm doing right now. And also using the same button, you should be able to access settings on the camera. So now we have another way to access the photos. So I think this is the third way to access, because we have the button in the middle, this new button, and then the regular camera. So let's go ahead and talk about cameras in the iPhone 16. Obviously there are some improvements, but these improvements has to do more with the software than with the hardware. The frontal camera remains at 12 megapixels, which is a bit disappointed if you compare to other phones. The main camera will remain at 48 megapixels, which is fine. The ultra-wide camera remains at 12 megapixels for the regular version or the Plus, but for the Pro version we will have 48 megapixels, which is great. So for video recording, you will be able to record in 4K with both versions. However, the big one here is that for the Pro version, you will be able to record 4K and also, hear this out, up to 120 for cinematic experience. They will also have new features for recording that will reduce the wind noise, which is pretty cool because sometimes we're recording in the outside and then all you can hear is the wind in the background. I would like to mention that also on the iPhone 16 Pro, they did some examples or they did some exercises on this one and they look pretty cool. You can also record for the video and eliminate a little bit of the background noise, which is pretty awesome. That's something that we will have to test, especially since I'm planning to record outside. I don't know when, but it's gonna be anytime soon. So now let's go ahead and talk about the big guy here, which is the AI, the Apple Intelligence. So Apple Intelligence will be at the core of the iPhone 16, but according to Apple, it is very safe and private, as they will never store the information, they will just use it for your request. That's it. But what can Apple Intelligence do for you? They can rewrite messages for you to make it a little bit friendlier or probably a little bit more professional if you're sending a message or an email to your boss. Also, you can create new emojis in the moment just by descriptions. You can also create new images with AI similar to what Midjourney does. Apple Intelligence will be able to recognize some images that you have. So for example, let's say that you have 10,000 images, but you're looking one of them. Then you can give Apple Intelligence any description on this image and it will find it for you instead of having to, scrolling down and never finding that picture. That's very helpful. So you can also do some prompts to get the Apple Intelligence to build like a collage for you so you can access at any point. You will have a summary of the conversations that you have in your iPhone instead of seeing like the incomplete text. The same thing with notifications, you will have a bit notifications and now you have a summary for that one. I really like this one. Apple Intelligence, it will also sort notifications by priority. This AI will also help new users going through their new iPhone if they're new with it. So if somebody tells you about a new song, you can tell Siri to play it for you. Something also pretty cool is visual intelligence. So now if you go around places and then you take pictures of certain things, then Apple Intelligence will give you information about that. So for example, if you go on the street and then you take a photo of a restaurant, then it will give you information regarding that restaurant, like menu, prices, the time that they open and close, and also if you can do reservations or not. Or maybe if you take the photos, for example, let's say a dog that you're seeing on the street, then it will give you, for example, what kind of breed it is. Or maybe if you're taking photos of a car that you don't know anything about, then it will give you the information that you need. So some of these features, it will be available next month, and for the visual intelligence, it will be available later this year. They also released Apple Watch Series 10 and the Ultra 2. So the Series 10, it will have a bigger display, but it's going to be thinner. And it will also have a faster charging. Anything else is just improvements. Airpods 4 are also announced with a similar design, but now they will support active noise cancellation for a higher price and some extra improvements. And we also have the Airpods Pro 2 with a few software updates, like for example hearing health features, and for the Airpods Max they only announced a few extra colors and USB-C charging for the same price. But what happened with Vision Pro? I guess we will have to wait for next year for that one. I think this Apple presentation went pretty well, depending on the features that you're looking for. It is not their biggest innovations, but they have a couple of interesting things around. So I also want to mention before I go that I'll be buying the iPhone 16 and then we will give it a try later. So thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.